we sell at a wholesale price, so that to them it's like, hey, it's just like you go to a fashion shop, you know, latest arrival at wholesale discount. Wow, I can't beat that, you know. It's really good. So that's what we want to do actually, and we're looking for collaboration all the time. We're looking at whether corporate, like say, do CSR, whether we can do some program or specially design content program according to the corporate what the corporate needs as such. Like say for example, if Shell were to talk about green energy, about environmental conservation, then we do some reading program on that area for the matter. Like say even with News Straits Times, we are creating and coming out with our own education newspaper. We would like to partner with News Straits Times to share content and to work together with News Straits Times, where our focus and our experience is publishing for education. Alright, so we could actually, I'm very happy and looking forward to work with News Straits Times to look at the education segment. What are the trending topics? What interests the kids and stuff like that, so that together we share ideas and we grow together. It's not like the mahjong where you have a zero-sum game where you win, I lose, you win, you know. But we work together, we could win together, you know. Like say for example, you may actually have 100% of this market share, alright? But can you imagine if you have 10% of this market share, the 10% is bigger than your 100% of this market share. So it's just that, alright? That will mean we break out of that circle and we will have exponential growth together. And the 21st century learning, we have always been telling the kids about 21st century learning. You should work together, you should collaborate, you should have media and information literacy and stuff like that. But we adults and big organizations are not collaborating. Alright. In fact, we should learn from the kids and what they're teaching in the school today, where big organizations, giants, alright, or people with like-minded goals come together, and together we can make things bigger and prosper each other actually.
Yeah, that's good lah.
Right.
But this one I think we will work on with the education section in our papers.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. In fact, I'm supposed to see the chief editor talk about his 7:30 opportunity. He also work crazy. His day is non-stop, you know. He gotta see the final release before doing. And for us is that sometimes when you serve, alright, you get invited to share in certain conferences, and if people like you, they keep on inviting you. It's like sometimes she was telling me, hey, you still got to take care of the business. If you keep on going away and keep on talking and sharing, who's going to run the show, you know, that kind of thing. So we got to pick and choose. But then again, the thing is that ultimately, sometimes we feel is that sometimes indirectly when we run a business, alright, you listen to all the pep talk about startup and so on and so forth. We always learn the first line. What problem are you solving? So to us, we are solving the resources and learning problem for the schools, for the education institution. So, and if we do that really well, our business will come naturally. So sometimes, like say for example, when we look at the news bubble, a lot of schools are asking, yeah, we have to do something digital, but we don't know what the heck to do. What does it mean by digital? Last time we look at the Frog platform, the web historian, they tell us to go to YouTube and go into maybe Google and learn, but we don't find anything useful, and when we find something useful, we need to pay for it, and we wasted so much time, you see. So it says, what should be the right program and initiative? That's why what we did is that together with the Ministry of Education, we coined the All-Stars of Education. And we did an event, we sponsored an event with the International School Association along with Cambridge as well. We bring in all the key speakers to speak about learning online and stuff like that, alright. Then lately, this year, they have been requesting that how does online school works. So bring in one of the best US program like Virtual High School. Virtual High School is like a foundation started by MIT, Howard, and all these people come together to come up with a program where people can learn online. So we flew in the director from Boston to share with the school about the US online system. All right. And the other thing is that the Virtual Academy of UK, where it's been endorsed by the UK government, the Ministry of Education, Ofsted, and all teachers are qualified and stuff like that. We flew in the owner to speak in the Selangor STEM and Hot event to share about the future of online learning and stuff like that. So it depends on the needs. Now, last year, a lot of schools that are deemed illegal, all right, they don't have a license. But many of them didn't know that the government is consistently listening to the people, saying that you don't need such a big piece of land, all right, and you don't need to have so many millions before you can start a school, which is a deterrent. We want all of you to be legitimate so that we can, in a way, do some quality control and protect the consumers and public. But a lot of school owners or homeschool owners or private school owners, they doesn't know about this. And there's been a lot of talk, and they're also very afraid that the government will close them down if they know their location and stuff like that. But frankly, the government is not stupid. If the student can find you, the government can find you. All right. So what we did is that together with the Ministry of Education, they talk about all the rules and regulations. All right, to get your school license. And forget about paying under table or special agents and stuff like that, because the government and the department never take a cent. Ask them anything, they tell you whatever they want. All right. Then some of them are in a loss. They're looking for a good curriculum. So we brought in Cambridge to share with them what constitutes a good curriculum. All right. And then if I'm going to go into the school but I'm not prepared yet, what kind of resources I can refer to before we go and join an international school? I want to know what are international schools doing. Is it difficult? Can my kid cope? Is his English level good enough? Then the three of us become a speaker. I speak about resources, Cambridge speak about a good curriculum, and MOE talk about the rules and regulation of owning a school. So with that, it cleared the air and it solved a lot of problems for the schools. And this year, after that event, this year we have one of the record year of all the illegal schools coming out, and they want to be legal and register properly and follow all the rules actually.